So my first speaker is Therese Wakefield Gamble, right here. Ma'am, you have 2 minutes.
Good morning, City Council. Teresa V. Wakefield Gamble. I'm a born resident in District 9. I live in District 4, and I'm advocating for both. This DOGE committee is redundant. Mayor Deegan already have a 904 lien transparency board that the whole public can see how I take. And I truly believe that this is a personal vendetta politically to come back at Mayor Deegan because she's paying attention to districts who have been paying taxes for years and their issues have been neglected and unaddressed. I appreciate Councilman Pittman earlier in the Finance Committee bringing that point out, as well as Councilman Peluso, but I agree with him. You can't, and you don't have Democratic representation on it. That means everything that you all gonna commit and pass is gonna be for y'all partisan issues. Y'all already appointed $76,000 to TK Waters to pay for a fingerprinting machine that the whole city is against this whole policy that was proposed by another council member. We have all these issues that you talking about with the P card, this parks. Where was all of this when Mayor Curry was in? Y'all didn't bring up none of this when he was in office.
Listen, I'm going to clear this room if y'all continue to demonstrate. That's the council rules. So please give her a chance.
So can I get my time back? Appreciate it. I would like my time back because this is something serious. All of us in this room, we have a concern. We voted for you all. Y'all using our tax dollars. And a lot of the council members that are proposing this legislation don't even live in these districts that's going to have an impact. I want y'all to come move in the district and stay for 3 to 6 months and see what we have to deal with day to day. I may not live in my neighborhood. I sure visit it often because I don't like how I could live on one side of the town and it looks like a
Thank you, ma'am.
Third world country. You took my time, on Councilman Salem. I need to get my time back.
Ma'am, your time.
You took my time. So I'm encouraging y'all to vote no and shut this committee down.
Our next speaker is Russell Harper. Mr. Harper.
Russell Harper, 1785 Lily Road East, Jacksonville, Florida, District 5, President of North Florida Central Labor Council. A more efficient government is a pipe dream. We definitely need some more efficient governors and the people that are in it. The DOGE is a misnomer, catchy misnomer for let's see what we can take away from the working class, the needy, the elderly, all those. We don't need it because all it does is create that's looking at what they can take away, and I'll yield to some others. There's a lot of speakers, but I would urge everybody to vote against having another committee that's going to mess with what needs to be done in this city. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Cindy Waldron. Cindy Waldron. She might be next door. Let me call out a couple of others while she might be. Scott, why don't you come on up, Miss Scott? We'll see if Cindy shows up.
Good afternoon. My name is Denise Scott. My address is on file. So exactly why is this committee being made? And I agree with Mr. Peluso. You don't have every district represented here. Is this for your political gain? Because there, as you see already, what they thought was happening in Washington, D.C., where you thought Mr. Musk, President Musk, was doing for DOGE, everything that he's had to do, they had to regain, and there was no efficiency because you had to bring workers back, and you had to bring them back at back pay. So, and don't chairman of the Finance Committee. If there's not efficiency in the finances, isn't that your responsibility? So don't blame this on you. Get off it. Y'all don't support this mayor. And I think this council as a whole is upset because the city is behind this mayor and you're The neglected neighborhoods have been neglected for so long, and you don't care that she's representing us. You, as an at-large member, sir, represents the entire city, as a majority of you do. And I'm still waiting to get my response email from you, because I sent you an email. You all got to act like you represent this entire city. I'm going to yield my time because I'm sure a lot of the folks here are saying the same on the same accord, but you're not the mayor yet.
Thank you. Did Cindy Waldron show up? She's not next door? Okay. Thomas Freeman? Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, City Council members and city officials, for allowing me a few minutes to speak to you. My name's Tom Freeman, residing at 1360 Edgewood Avenue South. I moved to Jacksonville in 1990 with AT&T to join the Universal Card launch team. Since then, I've worked for 3 national banks in process improvement engineering. I hold a business management degree from Arizona State University and an MBA from the University of Florida. Initiative similar to the federal DOGE effort will bring significant rewards and benefits. The following questions are examples which will help discovery for improvement opportunities. Can we improve efficiency, jobs more rewarding for city employees through modern technology, eliminating manual processes, improving workflow, reducing repetitive tasks, and providing quicker, cost-effective services? Number 2, does the city track the disbursement and use of taxpayer dollars? Number 3, are outdated processes or technologies frustration for employees and the public? Number 5, are single-purpose service requests spread across multiple city departments, each required to review and approve? Does the public online access to inquire about the status of their service request? Number 7, is there a central planning and oversight for all city contracts to verify scope?
Thank you, Mr. Freeman.
For the opportunity to speak.
You're welcome, sir. Karen Droge, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Droge, please come forward.
I'm Karen Droge. I live in Mandarin, and I'm a retired engineer, but I'm not going to give you any hints on what should happen moving forward. I am concerned about the word DOGE and how it's being used here. It is the buzzword of the hour, but the supposed efficiency is not there. It's not substantiated. It's actually make-believe propaganda, as we are now finding out. The pain of DOGE will be widely felt and will be understood for what it is, a Ponzi scheme designed to cover up the theft of the American people's money and data. DOGE is a betrayal of our great country and values and has no place in Duval. Don't abandon your values, City Council. Be a moral force for good. Stand up for Jacksonville and be on the right side of history.
Please. Susan Andretta.
Hello, my name is Susan Andretta. I live at 1622 Huddersfield Circle in Jacksonville. Listening to the comments of the board and of the here, I have a little history lesson for the group. I grew up when history was taught in schools. And if our history embarrassed us, we strived to make corrections. That doesn't seem to be what's happening today. I always wondered how Hitler got into power. And unfortunately, gentlemen, I'm seeing it in action. When a party gives up its responsibility to two men, one an elected president and one the presidency, and is putting in programs that are hurting the average person. This is what happened in Germany. And unfortunately, recently, the Republican Party has given up its responsibility of power to these two men. I would urge all of you to think twice about what you're doing. I'm sorry. You're turning this country into another Russia. And here right now, if you at this level protect the people here and not buy into saving the middle class, which we know is nonsense. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, ma'am. Leslie Andretta. Leslie Andretta, is that you, sir? Okay. The next speaker is Mike Ludwig. Mike, if you could move towards the podium.
My name is Leslie Andretta. You just heard from my wife, and to follow. I want you to understand, I was a Republican for the vast majority of my life, and I believed in Republican policies and conservative thought. I don't believe in the Republican Party as it exists today because they have abandoned those thoughts. DOGE represents one thing, not efficiency. It represents Social Security and ripping the heart out of it. It takes destroying the Veterans Administration so those people like me who went to war to support this government and the people it represents no longer get their. Now, you can have all the platitudes you want, and I heard a lot of them here today, but they don't cover up the fact of what the Republican Party is doing and the fact that you do not have any Democratic representation on this committee is a crime. So take that to the bank. Remember, what you do, we're not going to stop. We will let the city know that what you consider as efficiency is no more than, to paraphrase Ronald Reagan, hello, I'm from government, and I'm not here to do a damn thing for you.